opening tip won by the Thunder as we get started in OKC. Ferguson to George. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
LeBron James against Paul George. Runner here won't go down. Kuzma to James. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. To Paul George. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Takes stock of the floor. Westbrook. The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Ball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Westbrook. To George. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
And the basket good at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The Thunder have the possession. JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Fires the three. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. LeBron into the front court. Leads one. To Kyle Kuzma. Curling inside. Kuzma to the basket, but his shot stays out. Westbrook with it. Looking to make something happen. To Adams. And the Lakers have the rebound. To James. Lets it fly from long range. And that's rebounded by the Thunder. To Paul George. Ferguson to Adams. Big man, Steven Adams. Missed his first. That one goes.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
LeBron James with the rock. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead.
Number 17, Dennis Schroeder.
Paul George. To Schroeder. For three. And Dennis Schroeder, not sure why he was that open there.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 14,
Lonzo Ball picked up by Schroeder. To James. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Lonzo Ball, a couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far, and he connects on the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James, though.
JaVale McGee with the block. Adams
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Dennis Schroeder. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Kyle Kuzma. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
OKC ball. George to Schroeder. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Knocked loose. Ball into the front court. The score 12-8. Oh, Lonzo Ball. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Goes reverse to lay it in. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Off the assist.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Lakers have the lead. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
team foul number 1.
Chance here for LeBron. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Short jumper stays out. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier. And most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
George, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
It's James. LeBron James. He's 3 for 7.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Shot from in close, no good. Schroeder with the basketball. Down 5. To George. Schroeder. Noel shot, no good.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Paul George. JaVale McGee tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Caldwell Pope. And the rebound taken in by Ferguson. To Schroeder. Short jumper won't fall. LeBron with it up top. Up 5. LeBron James. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
The Thunder will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Westbrook. No good. Caldwell Pope picked up by Westbrook. And he scores. Jay took a big step, but they'll count the bucket.
You see, this is why players get out here hours before the game and they get a really good lather.
Westbrook. Down low, Noel. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. LeBron sizing up Jeremy Grant. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Oh, the hustle keeps the ball in play. Beyond the arc for 3. If he's hitting shots, it could be a long night.
Woo! That pass speaks for itself. There's nothing more to say about that one. Wow.
Hart against the former MVP. And scores.
Rock-a-bye, baby. Oh, yeah, he rocked him to sleep on that one.
Westbrook. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Couldn't keep it in. Off. Chance for Westbrook. No good. Caldwell Pope against Nader. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Oklahoma City ball. Josh Hart rejects it. High risk, high reward. It stays in their possession. James. It's Westbrook with the rebound. To Westbrook. Down to 5 on the 24. Throws it up. The pass taken away by the Lakers. James. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. No, I missed a short one there. First half comes to an end with the Lakers in command. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. That's a 5-second violation. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. Westbrook to Paul George. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. LBJ. For 3. Can't get the bounce. Westbrook across the timeline. The deficit now up to 12. Nothing going here on that drive. To Westbrook. Here's a chance from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Ball with the basketball. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Westbrook into the front court. 14-point deficit. And a nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lonzo Ball picked up by Westbrook. From long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Ferguson. Steven Adams with the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. To Kyle Kuzma. JaVale McGee. Off the assist.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
Westbrook. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
It's Westbrook. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Now 3 for 9. The inner beast of Westbrook. Sheer determination.
I don't think anybody got the license plate on that hit and run. And there is no one, I repeat, no one in the game of basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Strong finish for Paul George. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
LeBron James, tough matchup against George. Knocks it down. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Paul George. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Russ at the controls. JaVale McGee swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Almost unlucky bounce.
And he usually makes a living on shots like that, but sometimes, maybe it's just not your night.
Westbrook to George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the iron. No good. Ball to James. Runner here. Won't go. To Paul George. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Paul George has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, counted. So he hits the first, misses the second. Ball to Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
And count the basket.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Lonzo Ball against Schroeder. JaVale McGee. To Ball. Layup goes down. Well done.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Russell Westbrook powers it through.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Lakers have the lead. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Los Angeles, they have it. Steven Adams, huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Here's Schroeder with it. The deficit is 6. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Schroeder. Won't go down. JaVale McGee to Kyle Kuzma. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Team foul number 1.
Dennis Schroeder with a piece. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunder. New blood coming in for both sides.
For Oklahoma City, number 9, Jeremy Grant. Entering the game for the Lakers, number 23, LeBron James.
James to Ball. From the painted area, won't go down. Throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
LBJ with it. To Ball. Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Across the timeline comes James. Leads a bucket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
And he misses that one free throw. To George. To Westbrook. It's PG for 2. The jumper's off the mark. LeBron into the front court. Leads 4. Missed it. How'd that not go down? George to Adams. Big man, Steven Adams. Looking good. 4 for 5.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
James picked up by Nader. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throw.
Nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Brandon Ingram at the line for 2 shots. A career 65% free throw shooter. And gets both to drop at the line. Oklahoma City's got it. Paul George to Westbrook. Now Adams down low. Big man, Steven Adams. He's now 5 for 6.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
To James. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Adams. Westbrook. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good. To James. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Westbrook. To Paul George. Westbrook to George. JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air. That's out. Last touch by Josh Hart. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Paul George fires, and he buries it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Caldwell Pope to Josh Hart. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. Lakers have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
LeBron guarded by Russell Westbrook. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Schroeder to Westbrook. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
first one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Hart against George. To Caldwell Pope. To Josh Hart. Steven Adams sends it away. Caldwell Pope. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Now the Lakers. Going to use a timeout. They trail by one. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? And 2 points to the board. Now a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout. Let's see what they come up with. Down a point here in the final minute. The Lakers get the victory as they just squeak this one out by a point. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on